A boy is a reaction, a man is a response. A boy looks at a challenge and asks, "Why me?" A man looks at the same mountain and says, "Try me." A boy spends his nights chasing cheap dopamine on a glowing screen, hiding from the world because he's afraid to fail. A man spends his nights building a foundation, standing in the dark because he's ready to lead. If you're still seeking permission to be great, you're still a child. If you're still governed by your moods instead of your mission, you're still a boy. Being a man isn't about how much you bench press. It's not about how many girls you talk to. And it's definitely not about the year you were born. Being a man is a choice. And for the man to be born, the boy inside you has to die. The boy lives for now. He eats when he's bored. He scrolls when he's tired. He cries when life gets unfair. The boy is a slave to his feelings. If he feels lazy, he doesn't work. If he feels angry, he screams. He's a leaf in the wind, moving wherever the world blows him. A boy is obsessed with being fair. He thinks the world owns him a win because he showed up. He thinks his pain is special, but a man knows that the world doesn't care about his feelings. The world only cares about what he can provide. A man doesn't ask for a fair fight. He prepares so well that the fight isn't even close. A boy wants to be understood. He spends hours explaining his mistakes and making excuses for why he failed. A man knows that explanations are just a fancy way of lying to himself. He doesn't explain his failure, he fixes it. He lets his results be his only knowledge. A man lives for forever. He doesn't do what he feels like doing. He does what needs to be done. He's the answer. When the storm hits, the boy looks for a place to hide. The man becomes the roof that protects everyone else. A boy is a consumer. He consumes food. He consumes videos. And he consumes the energy of the people around him. He's the black hole of need. But a man is a creator. He builds things. He builds businesses. He builds families. And he builds himself. He's the fountain, not a drain. A boy thinks discipline is a punishment. He sees hard work as a challenge he has to finish so he can go back to playing. A man sees discipline as his only path to freedom. He knows that if he doesn't master himself, someone else will master him. He chooses the pain of the gym over the pain of being weak. The boy wants to be liked. He changes his personality to fit the room. He stays quiet when he should speak, and he talks too much when he should listen. He's terrified of being alone. But a man is okay with being the only person in the room who is right. He doesn't need your like. He has his own respect, and that is enough. The boy is terrified of silence. He needs music in his ears, a screen in his face, or a crowd around him at all times. He's scared to be alone with his own thoughts because he doesn't like the person he sees. A man loves the silence. He uses it to look at his own flaws and cut them out like a surgeon. A boy talks about what he's going to do. He posts his goals on the internet to get a hit of dopamine before he even starts. A man stays silent until the work is finished. He doesn't want the clapping for the start. He wants the satisfaction of the finish. Look at your life right now. Are you making excuses? Are you waiting for tomorrow to be great? Are you still looking for parents to save you? That is the boy talking. And as long as you listen to him, you'll never be free. The boy thinks his time is infinite. He acts like he has 1,000 years to get his life together. He wastes his hours on things that don't matter because he thinks he can fix it later. A man knows that death is waiting right behind him. He treats every hour like a precious stone that he refuses to throw in the trash. A boy is a victim of his past. He blames his parents, his school, or his luck for why he's stuck. A man takes 100% responsibility for everything, even if it wasn't his fault. He stops looking backward and starts carving a path forward. The world is hard. It is cold. It is loud. A boy complains about the cold. A man builds a fire. The boy is easily offended. He lets the words of strangers ruin his entire day. A man is made of iron. You can hit iron, but you cannot break it. He knows who he is, so your opinion of him doesn't even move the needle. A boy seeks happiness. He chooses a feeling that disappears as soon as it arrives. A man seeks meaning. He looks for a burden heavy enough to give his life weight. He knows that the true pride doesn't come from being happy. It comes from doing something difficult and not quitting. You have to decide today. Are you going to stay safe and small? Or are you going to step into the dark and see what you're made of? The boy wants a shortcut. The man knows that the long way is the only way that matters. Stop looking for a vibe. Start looking for a mission. Stop looking for a spark. Start building a fire. The boy is a consumer. The man is a creator. Kill the boy's need for comfort. Kill the boy's need for attention. Kill the boy's fear of being judged. Kill the part of you that wants to fit in. Kill the part of you that is afraid to stand out. Kill the part of you that is still waiting for permission to be great. The world doesn't give you permission. The world only gives way to the man who knows where he's going. Once the boy is gone, you'll realize something incredible. You were never small. You were just waiting for the man to take the wheel. The boy was the cage. The man is the key. Kill the boy. Let the man live.